garbage. Oh my God. Golden Pony Productions. 720p. Oh my God. Okay, it starts with Tony standing beside a bunch of flags just like ours. And it looks like,
Oh my gosh, people are actually here. I'm so happy.
Trump speech?
Okay,
Is
hold
that
on.
what this could be? And he's
You guys,
standing up
I'm not
there,
ready
and you could hear the woman
at all.
singing the...
I was like, I want to do this, but, and I want to be on time. So I'm 2 or 3 minutes late. Honky Tonk, Tennessee. Change that yoga sexy. Oh, gosh. Hi, Angela. Snowboarders aren't real skiers, though. So if you're a skier, good. Okay, I've only snowboarded, but you're welcome to leave. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I hope you're having a great holiday season. There's some things that I have to sort, but I wanted to be on time, which I'm happy I am. Just a few minutes late. So we're going into Mike covering Tony Hinchcliffe, not on the other thing we saw. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, praise be. Oh, praise our country. And he's wearing his little suit and tie. What size suit you think that
hold
is?
on.
And look at the flags. His
Get, like,
flags
the
don't look any
chat on
nicer than
point.
mine.
Danielle,
See-through.
Danielle, I'm live. Danielle, I'm live.
This base is fucked. This base is fucked.
Anyone know what that's from? Okay, so here he is, and he starts his stuff. This looks like a cell phone video of him waiting to be called out to give his garbage speech. Tony.
A video I sent to Danielle. Danielle, I'm live.
He's nervous. October 27th, New York City, Madison Square Garden.
I thought it was 11 a.m.
It says 2:38 p.m. Seems late. Look at all those stingers. He's drinking Aquafina. Tony, you're up. And he's walking. It's turned black and white.
Danielle,
he's walking
I'm
to the
live.
stage.
Okay. Angela, how funny.
His arms are
Danielle's
garbage.
being silly.
Now, this is out of focus. I
Honky
don't know if you
Tonk,
can tell. It's
Tennessee.
very, I don't know if they're
Some
trying to do
people
this on
don't-
purpose.
okay. I have only snowboarded ever in my
Long
life. I don't know.
Long
anything
legs.
about
Yes,
that.
this looks exactly like long legs. Garbage, a comedy set from Tony Hinchcliffe.
This next guy is one of my best.
Filmed 23 days later. Joe Rogan.
This next guy is one of my best friends, one of the funniest people alive. You might have seen him on the Tom Brady roast. He hosts the #1 podcast for comedy in the world. Give it up for my brother, Mr. Tony Hinchcliffe.
One more drink to celebrate. Oh, Tony, Tony, Tony. His rise. Now it is jar. I'll say this. This is so underexposed. Underexposed and overexposed at the same time. Tony, is this shot in
Yes. It's
vertical video? But it's
Danielle,
a
do
strange
not
form.
play
Let me
with
show
my
you the format here.
emotions.
This
We've
is
been
very
talking
strange.
all day.
So it's not full vertical video. It's zoomed in vertical video. Here is the line here. It's so dark you can't tell. This is where the framing, this is where the crop marks are, right here. You see this? What would you call that? It's
Danielle,
not quite a square.
This is
Little
all an illusion. I am not.
more stretched than a square.
why did you get
Tony,
Honda's hair
his
in
head
my
is all
Danielle.
the way at the top of the frame. Too high. I would
I'm
say
gonna
you want
stay
your head
very
about
still
right here
for you
for
for
this.
one moment. But wait, let me
Head
fix
too
my
high in the frame. He's wearing one of his gimmicky De La de los Puertos skeleton cowboy Day of the Dead shirts,
faking Pueblo.
tucked into some dank black jeans, with one of these giant belt buckles made from that belt buckle guy. He's wearing some foo-foo shoes, and he's kissing all of his loyal supporters. Again, I can't stop drinking. Cheers to Tony Hinchcliffe and his rise to power and fame. Here we go.
Okay,
Let us
Danielle,
continue.
this is where you can take my still shot.
Because it's very underexposed.
Fuck yeah.
Oh!
How about one more time for Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, and Ari Matti. Those are
Ari
my
and
friends.
You're friends with Ari, Maddie. Wow, you're gonna regret that coming up later. His gut protruding over his belt buckle. You would think a guy with a gut would want to hide the gut. You wouldn't want to get a belt buckle so that the gut is, showing. Maybe he wants people to see his gut. Maybe that gut makes him feel manly. Maybe that gut takes away from his pipsqueak ventriloquist dummy body, and maybe he thinks that gut makes him look like Ron White. He looks like a tough guy with that gut, right? Maybe because he's always been so skinny and minuscule, the gut is now, yeah, I'm a man. This is another guy obsessed with being a man. I'll say this. Did we watch? Oh, we haven't seen this yet. But Kill Tony, there were 2 episodes that came out from Kill Tony after the speech. Now, remember, Kill Tony is on like a week or 2-week delay, right? 2-week delay from live, Jules, Kill Tony shows.
Yes.
2-week delay.
Yeah.
Or a week and a half. So when he did the Trump speech at the rally,
Thank you, Danielle.
we got
I
2
love you,
episodes
Danielle.
of Kill Tony before the election. And you got to see Tony. You got to see Tony very mad, very tired, very nervous. Then you got a post-election Kill Tony after whoever won, we don't know. But Tony looked the same. We've got here, and I'm looking at his face, I'm looking at his eyes. The eyes tell the whole story. We've got the same tired,
Did you take my lip gloss
nervous,
again, Danielle?
unhappy
Literally?
face.
So, no, you didn't get it.
So you would think if Trump would have won,
no, none
maybe
of those
Tony
were
would be
it.
a lot
None
happier.
of those were it,
This doesn't
Danielle.
look like Trump won to me. This looks like maybe Trump lost and he's still afraid of the Puerto Rican stuff. Let's find out.
Joe Rogan,
Very dark.
Tom Segura, and Ari Matti. Those are my
that Ari.
friends.
I hate that Ari Maddie.
Fuck yeah. Everybody else having as good of a month as I am?
That's so sarcastic.
You're welcome.
Why is this shot like this? Again, this isn't black from the curtains. This is fully cut off. We're only getting this. Is it because it's on X? That's a bad place to put a comedy special. X? Why wouldn't you put it everywhere? These guys think they can't say what they're going to say on X on YouTube, but they're going to say nothing illegal. They're going to say nothing that you couldn't say on YouTube.
I mean, maybe if you posted a full vertical video because you knew people would be watching it on their phones on X, but not that.
This is like
Danielle,
a cell phone
no.
Best
video.
of both worlds where it looks bad on both.
Exactly.
Let
It's
me get
bad
it
on
right.
your TV. It's bad on X. It's bad anywhere you watch it. And it looks like a rush job. So this isn't an official special. This is the Comedy Mothership's built-in video camera in the back. This is some guy pressing record at the board at Comedy Mothership. And this seems like a rushed job. Tony wanted to put something out while he's hot, right? Okay, let's see.
Danielle. Stop it.
26% increase in the Puerto Rican vote.
No spoilers.
Turns out garbage has a good sense of humor.
So
What my proud Latinos at tonight?
Off the bat, I don't know why any of that is causing any laughter from the crowd. That should not. You're looking at me right now. Usually I watch comedy specials. Usually I watch everything before I present them to you. You're seeing my first reaction. I, Mike Redbar, did not laugh at the opening. You got a whole crowd of people laughing. I'm going, you know, so what does that mean?
Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? Oh, it was nice to know.
And I'll say this. Too many
I don't know what
Latinos
IFG means.
in Austin, Texas.
Does anyone know what that acronym means?
I was watching the last episode of Kill Tony. Almost every person there
I
was
gotta
an
figure
illegal
this out.
immigrant.
Danielle, you gotta get
And
back
if they
here.
weren't an immigrant, they were a retard. A literal retard. So I'd start there. Let's build
They
the
were a
wall at the
retard,
mothership.
a literal
it's
retard.
way too many Latinos at the mothership.
Knowing y'all.
He's basking. It's mostly
Trump's
basking.
teamed up with Elon Musk. You gotta love it. The Rocket Man. You know how fast you can get illegal immigrants back where they came from?
Again, start with the mothership.
In a fucking rocket.
You know, we heard the applause, the woos from the Latino audience. It was about 78% of the audience there. Let's start. Send them home. Please.
Oh, yeah. Turns out it's a 57-second ride to Tijuana. Oh, yeah.
You hate Mexican people.
None of that's
How are we
funny.
gonna get rid of all these?
No, I'm not talking to you, Danielle.
Okay, so we've never heard him use this tone of voice before.
But
We've never
I'm
heard
probably
whisper
talking to you,
Tony.
Danielle.
This is exciting.
He looks extremely tired
I
still.
love you, Angela.
Although
Sonar VP.
mildly more happy than he usually is. But extremely tired, extremely worn out for momentum. You know, hasn't had a moment to himself to think, what does Tony think? What does Tony want for Tony? No, it's been mostly other people's
What
comments.
does Tony
You know,
want for
imagine
Tony?
the
That's
whole
like,
world
see, do you see why we
commenting
watch
on you
Redbar?
for 2 weeks.
That's like a very
And then
sweet,
imagine
authentic
having
thing
to
to
do
say.
stand up every night
What does
and kill
Tony want for
3
Tony?
times in 3 weeks. And imagine the amount of time you would have to yourself to think things through. He's had none of that time. His time has been, and everywhere he goes, there's 8 guys lined up to talk to him every second of the day. He's had no time to process his own thoughts.
Well, imagine that. Manuel Salazar, bad news and good news. Bad news is you gotta go. The good news is it says here you're the new president of Mars. So
It's like stupid funny, but like not like that.
it's gonna be hard to get a landscaping job. It's
Very
a
racist
stone-covered
towards
planet.
Latinos. They do landscaping.
Seems like there's lots of landscaping to be done,
fucking
actually.
wild. That was the news for
They
9
Yeah,
Doesn't
we
agree
don't
with the
want to get rid of the
premise.
landscapers. Trust me, you want to pushing your own mower is not something you're going to see Hinchcliffe doing. Well, he moved to a hotel,
Josh.
so.
Josh
But you still
Pittman,
need
you're in
landscaping
deep
done
fucking
at the
shit.
front
You're
of the
in deep
hotel where it's
trouble.
going to be a dump. I don't see you and Rogan pushing the mower.
He moved
So
to a
it-
hotel and he looks like the mom from Zack and Cody.
Josh, you're even more trouble
He
right now.
really does look like the mom from.
Just kidding. I'm happy you're
I've
here.
got a sweet life. You got a sweet life too.
I can't believe you know about that show.
Oh, I used to watch Zack and Cody all the time. I used to love Cody, in fact. I was a huge Cody head. Okay, here he is. He wants the landscapers to be sent to Mars. God
Who
knows
said
why
that?
he would want them. They're
Dave,
some of the best
MG,
Mexicans we
Solid
have.
Snake.
Are
Tony's
the
never
landscaping ones that
funny,
are busy
like,
24
ever.
hours a day and too tired by 6 p.m. to cause any crap. That's how we want
Tony
them.
owns
You want
4
the ones that are
thrones.
working all day.
1.5 days
Tony
during
wants
a
more
fucking,
thrones for Tony.
huge election. Didn't
I
make
mean,
any
like,
sense.
we can totally skip
It was
past this.
never my intention.
I want to tell you guys something
to
about
swing.
this. This is like done. Okay, hold on.
He looks awful.
To
All
swing
black.
an
He
election.
can't find the stool.
But, god damn it.
Oh, he's about to sit. He can barely sit. You're a YouTuber. Blake Linder.
So we're going to go ahead and hard pass on Tony Hinchcliffe for a few reasons. Number one, I am not interested in him at all. Number two, I think he's gotten way too much attention lately for like nothing. Number three goes back to number one, I'm not interested in him at all. And number four, you guys are like, he's not funny at all. So, if you're new here, welcome. I'm starting to look at YouTube analytics, and a lot of you guys are new. So what I do is 5-star. This is something that Mike and I discussed. So someone said, what does it mean you only do 5-star reviews of Redbar? So Mike in one show said, Ashley does reviews of Redbar, all 5 stars. So that's what we call it. It's just reviews of Redbar. They're all 5 stars. Being 5 stars is the most amount of stars that you can get from me in this situation. So we're going to skip forward. Okay. Everyone that's new, welcome. We're going to skip forward to the stuff I like, which is people that I don't know or have never heard of, actually. I like doing Redbar intros, as a lot of you guys know. I feel like I'm going like this because I can see the screen that I have to minimize in a moment. But I enjoy his intros. I enjoy Jules. I enjoy like the random stuff that does not have to do with anything that has to do with the name that we do not say.
During the rise of hype sneakers, talking about how he bought a pair of Vans. So he says, I know this is a Van and it's not the most expensive shoe, but he called it a Van. So like a pair of Vans is a van to him. That's been in my head ever since.
Cannot keep doing this to
anytime someone
me.
says the word van, I go, and yes, I know.
AZ,
this is a van,
I'm online.
but
I'm live. This cannot continue. AZ, I'm live. Literally, I'm live. Now it's Danielle. You guys are both in London. You think it's funny? Or in England? Okay, haha.
Okay, so yes, I know this is a van. She is
Cheerio.
broadcasting out of a van. And you can hear the cars zzz, driving by. And those cars driving by with the van doors closed and the windows up sound like horror drones
I'm out.
that you would hear in a scary part of a movie. So they, in fact, add to her chilling tale of Hans Kim. Are you ready for this? Hans Accuser, take it away.
Deadly sexually assaulted.
Oh. Doesn't do a refreshing of this Instagram, huh? Here she is.
You have to unmute
And
it.
then you've got... I don't know how they think we're going to catch a beginning of a video on Instagram.
Maybe someone should millennial pause. For
Can
a
they...
change.
Yeah, if you did the millennial pause, which you all shoo, then we'd be able to hear the beginning of your sentence. That's too many clicks to make sure so many people are missing opening lines because of stuff like this.
My name is Kylie Vincent, and I was
Vincent Vega.
allegedly sexually assaulted by a very alleged comedian, Hans Kim.
Okay, she is joking. You remember, she's a comedian. So she's doing a joke
This
that
is
you have to say
confusing.
alleged. Okay,
So she's a comedian?
Don't get hung up on that. She's going, I was allegedly sexually assaulted by the alleged Hans Kim. Okay, she's a comedian. She's an Austin comedian who lives in her van. She has tattoos on her upper arms. This is how she talks. Get it?
From Kill Tony.
Get it?
Allegedly.
Get it?
And Kill Tony fans are so dumb that they're, if the joke's not like black person watermelon can't swim stealing TV, they are like, why is she saying allegedly?
Why is she
Why
saying
are all these people from
allegedly?
England?
It seems
You
like
don't have
it's...
to say allegedly if it's your own store. It's like, guys.
It's like, yeah, she's a dirtbag, hippie, stupid comic living in a van. Okay, she's a
You would always text
Maransky.
me when I'm live. We literally made a video about you texting me. Allegedly. So this is
He put
confusing.
his hand in my pants.
It's not funny.
And I allegedly...
Okay, now, You know what's even worse than this shit? These guys who jerk to these tapes. There's
to me,
a
this is
whole
not
sector
funny.
of guys out
No,
there
don't say that.
who jerk off to tape like this. Yes, there's a whole community. I've seen websites, alleged hub, stuff like that, assault hub and stuff like this where people...
Consentless stuff.
Yeah, you go on there. It's set up just like Pornhub, and you could search for your favorite
Oh,
accusation.
Honky Tonk is back.
videos.
What do you want? Red Bar sipped a
Woke
sip
up
of
and
Bodega
begged him
Cat
to
whiskey
stop.
and survived. Shut
And he
up.
didn't, allegedly. The reason I'm saying his name now is because within the 2 years that this happened to me,
Cars.
Hans Kim and Kill Tony have only gotten bigger, more fans, more.
So this is their big thing here. Wow, you only come out and say something once they got big and rich? Well, yeah. No one knew who Hans Kim was before, so it wasn't really a problem for her. Well, it was a problem, but it wasn't something that was shoved in her face every day. So imagine you were raped, okay, by some lowlife. You were
On my
embarrassed by it.
life,
You were embarrassed that you
easy.
hooked up
I'm
with a
live. How
Chinese
can you not
guy.
know that? I just
So you're like,
messaged
whatever, I
you.
live in a fucking van. Somebody
I live in a
fingered
fucking
me while I was
van.
asleep. That's what happens
Someone
in vans when
fingered
you're
me when
sleeping
I-
with Chinese comics. Wait, I lowered myself. But then,
Well, what would be the point of putting yourself through this if nobody knows him? It's
exactly, it wouldn't be a big
I'm
story.
not laughing
So
at her.
She watches his Kill Tony
I'm
blows
laughing
up.
with
They had a
Mike
big problem
and
with this,
Jules.
that she's waiting to
Just
tell
to be
her
very
story
clear.
until they got big. Well, yeah, they're on TV every day. Tony is now the voice of
Oh my god, easy. I'm
the
gonna kill you.
presidential
Stop.
campaign for Donald Trump. So, yeah, she's watching all
Just
this.
say
and she's
something on
seen
the
Hans
live,
Kim is a
otherwise I
big
won't speak
star
to you
now and
again.
being
I
celebrated
promise.
by everybody. That's a lot different than Hans Kim is just another jerk off who lives in the
So
car.
stupid.
Hans Kim is a VIP, a very important person now.
Here's
So
another,
yes, we
like,
must alert the
madness of
public
everything.
because
I
Hans
forgot.
Kim is out there mingling with everybody now. So yes, this is the perfect time to tell everybody what he did. Okay, but they had a big problem with that.
You
Of her
understand?
not coming out immediately when this.
Danielle
Even
can
a guy in our
explain
own chat
that
is
to you.
like,
Also,
"You maybe
honky
didn't mean to
tonk,
say
like,
this. I'm not
come
yelling
on.
at you."
Uh-oh.
But he's like, you're supposed to go to the
Red Bar
authorities.
said,
not
Okay,
to-"
well, that's a great
Ashley,
thing. Here,
what's
I'll-
up, young
I'll take
cracks?
this.
I'll be right
So,
back.
have you ever gone to the authorities?
Hold on.
It's not fun.
I'll be right back.
There's a lot of things that would happen to me, that would have to happen to me before I go to the authorities. All right? It's like these people go, just sue. Oh, just sue? Just come up with $10,000 minimum and spend day in and day out talking to lawyers and going to court and going to the police station and being publicly on trial and having all your personal information shared with the entire world? No, I'll just take the L, you know? It's people really don't think this through. And here's the perfect way to look at it. How many of you, raise of hands, have ever been punched? Okay, I hope every guy has, right? If you want to be any sort of cool guy, you've been punched or beat up even. Did you go to the cops? When that kid in high school broke your nose, when you got jumped, did you go to the cops? Why not?
Did you tell your friends?
I don't think
Probably
people really
yes.
think
Yes.
this through.
So, yeah, sometimes exposing somebody for what they did is a lot easier and better and more fun than going to the cops and getting your phones taken and subpoenaed
Thank
and having to
you
hire a
very
lawyer and go
much,
to court day in and day
Michael,
out for
David,
4
and
years
Jules. David, you're
while
100%
everyone
correct. I
picks
agree.
you apart.
And the rapist should be happy that they're not going
Yes.
to the cops
So,
and just telling
To
people.
all these guys, zip it. You don't want them going to the cops. That would be way worse. If you're a Hans Kim fan defending Hans Kim, you should be like, thank you for not going to the cops. Thank you for letting the court of public opinion deal with this instead of those cops, okay, and the government. And thank you for allowing Hans Kim to not be thrown in jail over this.
And if they're lying about you, you can sue them and take it to court that way.
Yeah, there you
Perfect.
go. And think about all the work it would take. You know, all that happened is you got fingered while you were asleep. She's not saying that it's the end of her life. You could survive getting fingered while you're asleep in a fucking van.
Guys, I'm trying.
Okay? You're already hooking up with Hans Kim. Okay? You know, what's sexual assault is not that much further
that's
than,
better.
you know, giving Hans Kim consent is just as gross. So, yeah, she doesn't have the money. She doesn't want to do that. That would be brutal. And again, when you got punched in the face by a kid in your school, when you got jumped, did you go to the cops? Everyone would make fun of you. You'd have to go to the cops. Who wants to go to the police station? So yes, maybe if you're brutally raped and punched and the ambulance picks you up, then you go to the cops. But if you're fingered while you're asleep and you're poor and you're on drugs and you've got acid in your system, you know, you probably don't want to go to the cops. So don't be so shocked.
That's very funny, Space Cowboy.
Because again, think about what would have to happen to you to sue or to go to the cops. I've had many horrible things happen to me. I haven't gone to the cops. Why didn't I go to the cops when Joey Coco Diaz threatened to kill me?
Joey Coco Diaz.
Because
and all
that
of
would
his
be
Xanax.
Too much. Why didn't I sue? And because that would be too much, and I don't want to spend my life in a courtroom.
Honky Tonk, Tennessee.
And I don't want to throw all my money down the drain. So sometimes just telling people what happened could be a good enough punishment.
I don't know
you tell
anything
enough
about
people,
politics.
and then they all
I do not know. You know that.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not always. Well, go to the police or shut up. Why can't I just tell the story? Why can't I just tell the story? Hey, that's what I do on the show every day. Why don't I just go to the cops and zip it? You wouldn't say that about my stories and rumors. You want to hear them, right? So that's how we got to look at this, and you got to shake that out of your mind. I know that's the first thing that comes to a guy's head because you get scared. You go, what if somebody falsely accused me? Oh, my God. Well, I'd be like, well, what? She didn't go to the cops. Okay. Well, you're very lucky then. So you should thank her for not going to the cops. Okay, so let's not do that. And look, she's got a picture of Antoine Cumia back here. Remember when Anthony Cumia was busted? It's Antoine Cumia. All right, let's hear more of her story. Remember, this is Hans Kim. This isn't your good buddy. This isn't a nice guy. This is a guy who talks about hooking up with women every single night.
Every guy who gets accused of rape is the #1 sex man of the year.
It's never like totally out of nowhere. It's always a guy who's talking about hooking up with chicks in their vans every night. And yes, stuff like this happens all the time. I've known plenty of people who got fingered while they were asleep. Hans can't control himself. He can't even control himself to not talk about sex every waking moment he's on stage in front of 1 million people. So yes, he's he needs sex all the time. I could see how he goes to hook up with this girl. She passes out from being too drunk.
You gotta be kidding me on that.
He's already in the fucking van. What do you think? Oh, you sweet. What do you think? He tucks her in and goes home?
He's a disgusting
Gives her a kiss on the forehead? No. He's horny as fuck. He needs what's downstairs.
That's stupid.
Okay? And again, if he was going to hook up with her anyway, then he'd do anything. You know, if he was going to hook up with her, he'd do it all.
I like seeing you too.
How could you put it past him? If he was going to go into this van and kiss her, then he'd do it all. He'd break every law in the book.
It's just more money, which leads him to have more opportunity and a yearly salary of $300,000 a year.
Still confused about this woman.
Would they stop something that they don't get punished for?
Exactly.
Within the time, he only got
Is this like a bit or
bigger
so
and more rewarded. Within those 2 years, how many more women do you think he got to?
Whoa, see?
Also, I used to live in Venice.
sting.
There are a lot of people in vans. I'm like, do I know this girl?
they're using comedy to hide behind this bigotry, racism, misogyny bullshit. They're testing us to see how far they can go, how long they can get away with it. A male comic once said to me, "Female comics are always complaining about monogamy." He meant to say misogyny, and if that doesn't sum it the fuck up, I don't know what will. I want to be clear too.
Now I have to disclose this. I also had a romantic period with her for many years. Yeah, I have to disclose that. This is one of my exes. And this is my old van. My off-roading vehicle. This is all done up. You should see this thing. This has got 37s on it. This could go anywhere.
I mean, this is a nice van. It's homey.
It's nice. It's
Yes,
a
I
nice
just
van.
found
I've
a
seen
pop
much
pen.
worse vans. Look at the giant
Wait,
bottle of
that's so funny.
Skippy.
I don't know what FKB
That's some
means,
old,
dude.
or is this?
I don't know what anything that you're
No,
saying
that's just
means.
Skippy. Okay, that's a giant
Honky
bottle.
tonk,
And by the time you
Tennessee.
get down to here, look how empty it is. There's only this much left. Do you really want the peanut butter at the bottom of the jar, of a big jar like that? So yeah, she might be lying. She might be full of it. If she's had that much PB.
how divided we all are. At the end of the day, I just want everyone to be safe. I want women to stop getting raped. It feels like a lot to ask for, and it should feel like nothing to ask. We shouldn't be asking for it anymore. From the perspective of me, I'm 24 years old. I came from free school lunch program and was abused to the age of 17
perfect
when I had to leave
Hans
home
Kim victim.
and directly start being on survival mode, focus on paying bills, working as much as I could, staying alive, honestly. living
Hi,
a
Space
life
Cowboy.
that
I'm
wasn't
planning
really
to
worth
do whatever
living.
I want. Thank you.
Hurt people, which I know
one of our
is lame,
slogans.
but that is how
I upgraded
the-
to kill people.
Kill people. Kill people. Kill people is much more violent than hurt people. Hurt people.
But anyways,
Kill
I don't
people,
think she
kill-
talks that much about the story. She just
Okay.
tells more about her life.
So there it is. And
after
where can
this.
people find this? You can go to...
But don't bother her, please.
No, don't bother her. Go to Kylie Vincent the First. Kylie Vincent the First, and you
bother
can
her,
watch
just
the
support
rest of
her.
it.
Is
of
being
course.
the
Let's
first
see
even
what
a
else people
thing?
are saying.
Like,
I'm confused. When
I would
something
be
happens
Ashley
to you, you don't
Cummings
need to
the
say
first.
allegedly. You typically
but
say...
it's not like
Yeah,
a more
okay.
like
Damn,
I
your
don't know.
acting is pretty good, allegedly. These are
William
Tony's
something
fans, core
second.
fans.
Like, I don't know.
Why is this on Instagram and not
thing,
at
I
the
guess.
police station? What does their fans and money have to do with anything? How would they get punished if you don't go to the police? That's a typical, and what girl wants to hear this? You think girls like doing this? I mean, they
I'm
get
conflicted
clobbered
here. The woman's
on
in
the
a
internet.
van.
They get
You know what I'm
threatened
saying?
all day.
Who would put
No
themselves
girl
through this?
does this for fun. It's never fun, and they've all witnessed it not be fun to hundreds of other girls. When a girl posts something like this, the reason you haven't heard from her again, she's probably been blasted by 200,000 people about this, chased off the internet. Most people sitting at home right now, if you got 25 mean comments today, you'd throw your phone across the room and want to delete your Instagram. People can't handle hate, and calling you a liar all day. Even if your story's true, it feels awful. So a lot of people just zip it. Okay, it was just a fingering. I could live with it. So, yeah, the assumption should just be, okay, let's take a look at Hans Kim. It's not like they accused Gary Klein, Ethan's father, although that would be, they didn't accuse a nice guy. Hans Kim is a scumbag. He's every time you see him, he's been a scumbag. So this makes perfect sense to Hans Kim. And remember,
Since this is a very random late situation, there's 14 people here. Okay, FKB per... Oh, I'm not that terrible. Hi, you're not that terrible. Josh Pittman, you're in trouble. Space Cowboy, I don't know if you heard me, but I'll do whatever I want, okay? I wanted to address something. Okay, Honky Tonk, Tennessee. I don't get a good feeling about you. I don't know why. I'm just like this. But you've been writing weird things. And I said, I do not know what FKB means. And you said, it's fuck Kevin Brennan. Because it's late and this is random. Why? Why are you saying fuck Kevin Brennan? Yeah, so King Vibe, he's saying that FKB means fuck Kevin Brennan. Yeah, I know. Honda. I have a little cinnamon roll here. His name is Honda. Why are you saying fuck Kevin Brennan? What's poppin'? Wait, you guys, there's a song, a rap song, and it's like from 2020-ish, circa 2020. And I think it's called What's Poppin'. If you can send me that song, like, it would make my vagina wet. I love that song. There's one line, he goes, I put a bad girl in a friend zone, or something like that. It's like such a stupid song, but it's funny. Yeah, I don't have anything against Kevin Brennan. My name is a big warning. Your name is a big... All right, I'm in the mood. Your name is a big warning. Honky Tonk, Tennessee. That's a warning. Am I supposed to be scared? And do not threaten me. HTT would be Honky Tonk, Tennessee. Yeah, you're not a warning. And do not threaten me. Danielle, let me fight the battles I am not paid to fight.
A lot of people don't want to lose their careers. If you work in Austin, if you're a female comic, you don't want to be banned from the mothership. A lot of girls who hook up with Hans Kims are regulars of the mothership or regulars of this comedy bar scene. They don't want to lose that group of friends. So yeah, he's probably done this to dozens of girls. He's probably gone a little too far with a lot of girls, and they're not going to say anything because the type of girls, I'll say this again, that hook up with Hans Kim at 4 a.m., who hang out at the bar scene and think taking home Hans Kim is a good idea, are the type of girls who aren't, So it's going to happen. Trouble follows these people around. And I've seen it. I've been in this bar scene in comedy, and I've watched these guys at 4 a.m. I've watched it as 2 a.m. calls, it's last call, let's go to that 4 a.m. bar, and I've seen the men turn. I've watched them turn. You've all seen the men turn. Everybody, even in your friend group of nice people, you've got one guy at the end of the night when he's drunk, he turns, right? And he's hunting. He's on the hunt for a girl. What do you think happens when that man who so desperately wants a girl, it's 5 a.m. and the girl falls asleep? Again, they don't tuck him in and put a little card there. A little rain check. No. They unzip slowly. They have no control.
So disgusting.
They do.
That's like so awful.
Yeah.
It actually.
Well, it's not.
It's
not awful. It's love, baby. It's just a little love. And it's Hans Kim. Imagine you wake up to Hans Kim unzipping you, and imagine the smell from both of you.
And I have an example. If you click the second link in that note,
Ooh.
A bunch of people posted
I want
this
to tell
on the
you
Kill Tony
something.
Reddit.
Your name is not a
And it was all
warning.
deleted
Hans
immediately.
Kim
This is a
allegedly,
warning.
and here it is, 27 days ago. Sorry, this post has been
Okay.
removed by the moderators of Kill Tony. So the
That's a
moderators,
warning.
they're the cops. They're the lawyers. They've decided, Kill Tony and his moderation team have decided that this is no good for the public. This should be wiped off.
I
the
love my
net.
stun gun.
So there it is. Hans Kim, they're calling him, with 122 up. But they would still love a picture, and they'd smile with him after hearing about this. Is she living in the same van Hans did? That's a very weird way to now, if
Danielle.
you're with your friends, if you're on Redbar, you could say these things, but to comment under a girl's
Oh my
post
god.
and stuff like that, it's, how crazy can you be?
Oh, that's
How
what I was
rude
thinking, the word
can
I
you
was
be?
thinking
And
of. I
also
am
sent
feeling
you
a bit
the thread
feisty.
about Tony's special if you're interested.
It's a stun gun.
So there's a thread up now
I don't know if
about
that's the same
special
thing
we
as a
just watched. Look
taser,
at this,
but it's a
mature
stun
content
gun.
warning.
So
They want me to scan a QR code.
Oh, just go. No,
Oh.
you should just click the blue button that's hidden.
Okay, hold on.
Or
Yeah, I
the,
know.
The non-blue button. The non-blue button.
The non-blue.
Sorry.
button. You would think it would be the blue.
I know.
I told Danielle this, and I'll tell you guys all this. Hondo's like, fuck the stun gun. He doesn't like it. I use it, the noise, like if he pulls when I'm walking, I'll use the noise. And also, if another dog comes towards us or another person, God forbid, I have a stun gun. So I think of myself as a stun gun. This might be a fun clip. I'm not sure, Danielle, because I'm like in the end of the thing. So this is me. This is Ashley. Hondo's like Hondo's like in the other room. Oh, it's so funny. Baby, I'm just explaining something to them. It's fine. So this is me. I'm chilling. I'm a weapon, but unless like you push a button, that's a warning. Honky tonk Texas stupid fuck. That's a warning. And then the next level, it's like that. So that's me in a nutshell. Usually I'm off though. And then comes a light. And then comes actually before that, it's another thing. Like, I don't have to press the button. You don't have to push me to that level. By the way, no one should push anyone to that level.
You should just click
Stop
the blue
it.
button that's hidden.
Okay, hold on.
Or
Yeah, I know.
The non-blue button. The non-blue button.
The non-blue.
Sorry.
button. I think it would be the blue.
I know.
Garbage is now on X. View NSFU content. Tony's stand-up from November 19th, just 10 days ago. I don't know why this is NXFU, but it is. Okay. Here's the top comment. Nobody has any upvotes here? What's going on? Why doesn't
they took away the upvotes.
They took away up and down voting on the Kill Tony Reddit. None of them. They're all blank. So we must protect Tony. Nobody could give a down or an up. How does Reddit even work without the upvotes? Does it still do it?
The post, but you can't see the
but you
number.
can't see. Wow, look at the Kill Tony Reddit. Taken away up and down. How could you trust anyone that disables comments, that disables likes? How? And you see it all the time. You see Logan Paul. They'll use that to criticize someone else. Meanwhile, they're doing it every day. You know, one of my biggest gripes with Taylor Swift, comments limited. Drake, comments limited. Logan Paul, comments limited. Only my friends. And then you'll see Logan Paul going, and he's got his comments turned off. So you see what Logan Paul has used this comments turned off thing to show that someone's lying. And Ethan does the same thing. Comments off. Once you turn the comments off, nothing you say should be believed. Should be thrown out the door. But let's look at these top comments here. Garbage is now on X. I've heard comments, I hope the band Garbage sues. Because this is, screwing up the band Garbage from the 90s thing. Okay.
Very good.
Let's see. Kinda stole Louis' opener from Sincerely Louis C.K. Okay. That's top comment. So what is Louis' opener from Sincerely Louis? Can we get that on YouTube or something? Could we find that? I'd like to see what the
You can
opener...
get it on his website for $10.99.
But maybe there's a clip. Just type in, maybe somebody ripped it, put it on YouTube. I'd like to see that. I understand wanting to get his side of the story out, but as a piece of stand-up comedy, this is wholly embarrassing. Top comments, Kill Tony Reddit. Tony forgoes punchlines to self-aggrandize, name drop, and make political statements. Really low-level comedy from a professional. Thank you. Thank if you and see this is bad. This is on your own Reddit that bans, that supports Hans Kim. I mean, this is where they should really be sticking up for you, especially the top comments. Here's a response to that. Yeah, nothing new. Same old. I'm great. They suck, and everyone else is wrong. I'm right. Let's see 2 more replies to this. 100%. I think there's plenty in here that could be turned into funny material, but Tony's so focused on how Trump won. What the fuck? I said no spoiler! So I guess Trump has won, or this could be a rumor. This could be a misdirection.
They're just fucking with us, I think.
Probably because they know we're doing the show and reading this stuff. But Tony is so focused on how Trump won and how great that makes him, he leans into that instead. Very underdeveloped. Didn't I use the term underdeveloped? I said it's underexposed and underdeveloped. Wow. He even put Trump in the credits. I think him wanting Trump on the pod is something he's always going to want.
Well said.
Good one.
Bill
Marian Clapter. That's not good. Deleted. Oh, so here's when the mod said nope.
I think that means they deleted it. It says removed.
Oh.
I believe.
Well, still don't like seeing that. And Reddit, can you just wipe that out of there? We don't need to see deleted, removed. Or actually,
you guys do see I have a Christmas.
It doesn't look like anyone is that interested.
Wow.
Okay. You guys do see I have
Perfect
a Christmas
name for it.
tree.
While Tony is hiding comments
So now
on
I'm trying
X,
to
but yeah, man,
negotiate
fuck
my
censorship.
space
Is this
between
that
Honda
guy? Perfect
and
name
my
for it. While Tony is
Christmas
hiding
tree.
comments on X, but yeah, man, fuck censorship. One more reply.
I have,
I'm the
like,
king
this
of free
little
speech,
spot.
but I
Danielle,
censor
I'm right
words
here.
and ban derogatory posts
I'm
towards
live.
me. So they're talking about Tony. Oh, look at that. Fun watching along with Redbar live of garbage. Another well said one. Here we go. Okay.
It's all
Redbar
funny,
is
right?
doing a
It's
live
so
watch.
silly.
Oh, so
Are the
they're
mods
trying.
sleeping
They're
right
trying to
now?
see. Well, it takes. So we got to
Like,
check back on
Danielle's
And I
been
think
to my
people are doing
house,
main
so she
posts.
knows like where
They're doing what?
Like main, like after go.
Oh,
like
okay,
main
we'll
posts,
do
Honda's
that
see if they
here.
got deleted. Yeah.
And,
The
like,
free
of
speech
course,
police is gonna
Honda
come
gets
get
the
you now.
whole-
Link, and then
Yeah,
here we
so-
go.
He just links to this special.
Oh, okay.
But I properly
thought it was a
knocked
link
over the
for
tree like 3 times.
censorship. I don't think Tony is funny. Here's another one. This is Tony main subreddit, 200,000 users. I mean, this should be all talking about the special. Redbar is watching live. A reply. Redbar is watching. David Lucas is on Twitter. Really interesting to find out who snubbed him for the Monday taping. I won't spoil. I'm not his biggest fan, but I mean, this is your main place. So not so. I can't see anybody.
So who is it that's not? I want to know. Click two
What does
more
that
replies.
mean?
Here, go down. The day after, 2 people canceled. No.
Oh, sorry,
down.
sorry. Yeah.
The one with the green.
Got it. So who was it that snubbed them for the Monday taping? So this is interesting.
And
This is the first show back after the Trump rally. They had two guests, or they claimed, 2 Hollywood guests canceled on us because of the
Big,
Trump
beautiful
thing. So
lips.
we had to get filler
Starting to be
guests.
glossed.
So
What
let's
can I
see
do?
what the replies are. Johnny Knoxville chickened out from a stunt that he thought would have busted his career balls. Okay.
So it's just Johnny Knoxville.
So
Who
ironic
cares?
because some OG jackass. Okay, so yeah, we've been hearing Johnny Knoxville was booked on Kill Tony, the one that was filmed right after the rally, and he said no. And again, I don't know who would want to really be on that. Who did we get instead?
Ari Maddie and that redheaded Australian guy.
Oh, they were crooked. That redheaded Australian guy, he was terrible. Do we have his name? I'd like to.
James McCann.
James McCann. Just terrible. You were very pathetic. And Ari Maddie, of course, who we're going to cover later today.
No, so
Okay.
they hated it.
We wanted to go back
let's
to
keep
this
this
Reddit here
professional.
to see what these posts about
At 1
us
in the
are.
morning.
Oh, sort by new.
My
Or else
time.
it'll just show the
1:15 a.m.
Hot?
My time.
I like a hot.
What's up?
Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
Redbar is
lemonade.
watching. 720p,
Hey,
nigga.
lemonade.
Hans Kim is posed as a sex offender. Now, these guys do take a long time. So my comment on the Kill Tony
Lemonade
Instagram,
with
that was
water
up
and
for
ice.
an hour and a half. Then it was deleted. You know, the mods aren't that good at mods. They're not like those H3 mods. Hans Kim's exposed
I
as
wanna
a sex
talk about
offender.
something
Red
for a
Bar's
second.
coverage is very telling. Very telling. Now,
Lemons.
you guys know you're all going to be banned completely from this.
Sorry about that.
So,
He's so funny. I want to talk to you guys about something that's very serious. It's like really, really important. Lemons. Most people think of them as citric, and they are, but they think of citric acid. Lemons actually, once ingested into your body, become alkaline. So lemonade is alkaline. Cancer, disease, cannot exist in a environment that's alkaline. This has been proven. So just FYI, alkaline things that you might not think are alkaline are lemons, pineapples, olives. Well, avocados might be obvious, but pineapples are also very hydrating as well. But lemonade, and what I do, somebody asked me what I was sipping on. Lemonade, alkaline water, and ice. And what I do is I usually, because it's like, whatever, it's sugary. I actually told my friend the other day, I was like, I used to have this girlfriend that was, like, she wasn't my girlfriend, she was just a friend that was a girl, that we'd go out and she would get water. This was the ghetto part. Isn't it funny, like, sometimes you'll remember, like, what the ghetto part was later? I was like, she used to order water. We go to a restaurant, like Cheesecake Factory, whatever. And we go to a restaurant, and she would get water and sugar and lemons. And she would be like, it's like, she would say it was ghetto lemonade, but she didn't get sugar. She got equal. You guys remember the blue packets? I think they're not allowed anymore. Like, illegal, because maybe they're really bad for our health and people died. But she would put like 2 packs of equal. But I was also like, girl, why not just order like a lemonade? But in her head, I think, and ghetto, not ghetto, I think she thought it was less calories. But my friend was like, actually, that is lemonade. Lemons, water, and sugar. And so I was like, kind of like like funked at that point, because I was like, why did I think it was ghetto at that point? Like, but also, why didn't she just order lemonade? But that was why, because she ordered it with equal. The point is to wrap my little rant up, and thank you guys all for being here and watching whenever you do. We're filming this. This is happening at like 1:15 a.m. my time, 1:18 now. And I may or may not have pink eye. That's another thing. I don't even know. Like, I have like a weird thing on the top of my right eyelid. So that's also happening. But I'm glad that everyone's here, and super chats are always welcome.
exposed. Trump didn't think Tony was funny. Hans Kim, lock her up. Redbar
Yeah,
is
I'm probably going to
conducting
the
an
hospital
investigation.
after this. I'm
Redbar
just
is
kidding.
live. This is a test.
Maybe tomorrow
Redbar is
morning,
covering
though,
the new special
seriously.
live. Very good. Thank you. Redbar is covering Tony's new special. Anybody watching? Redbar. So those mods are going to have a lot of work to do. Unless they see all this Redbar, and maybe this is what changes them. Maybe they go, you know what? We're on Redbar's side
It's finally
now.
been a year.
Yeah, so this is great. Were there any comments to any of these? Very weird that none of the 200,000 Kill Tony fans are on this sub. Right? He has to go to prison. Hans can't hide from the truth. Oh no, Hans about to
Reddit
be
is.
demonetized.
Like, I can't even understand
When
it.
there's a new episode of Kill Tony,
There's
this
Reddit,
place is
and
popping
there's
off. There's
subreddits.
millions of
I've, like,
posts,
Yeah,
so
so
they
very weird.
yelled
I
at
wonder
people
why.
on
Like
both.
Kill
Well,
Tony and not Tony
Like,
himself.
what is a subreddit?
Yeah, I
like,
think that
you guys
could
can
be
explain
what
it.
is.
I
They
still
don't
don't
seem
understand.
to have much
Like,
interest
I
in
can't
Tony
even.
the man. They want Kill Tony. The show, very nice.
Everybody
Very
is
nice.
hating James McCann in the chat.
Good. You guys know, did we had any clips from James McCann to show? Because I do want him to know that, yeah, you're hated.
Thank you,
This James McCann, he
Skills.
flew
That's
under
so
my
sweet.
radar. I did not know who he
I
was.
might
Of
have
course.
a couple. I didn't double check them because I did the Rick Glassman
okay.
episode, but I might have something.
Yeah, if you have anything, I'd like to see to show people James McCann. It's always nice. You don't always need something to cover. But when I see a bad guy, a new bad guy, you got to introduce him quickly, and then
But
hopefully...
maybe we should do some other stuff for a while, and then
Of
I'll
course.
do all the other Kill Tony stuff as the finale
Okay,
later.
well, tell me where you want to go here.
Or, I mean, I think it'll be better if we do...
That's fine. You can make these decisions on the fly in your own head and just tell
Well,
me...
before the
where to
special
go.
came out, you were doing Megyn Kelly. I don't know
Yes.
if you want to go back to that. Or if you-
Well, let me see. I don't think we have to do that now. I think that was taken over by Tony's big announcement. You know, I never like to go... You don't
I
go back, you know.
know.
You could just... what do they say? That kill your darling.
You could just show the 1 second clip of Dasha doing the Joker.
Yes, so we caught Dasha doing the joke.
Wait, I think you said Megan Kelly as in like Megan Fox, right? Is that the same person? Did you guys see that movie on Netflix? I think it's like number 1. I always have dog hair in my mouth. Subservience. She's like an AI robot. It's interesting. It's stupid, but it's interesting. But I have been digging into the whole UFO thing, UAP thing. So I'll do another video on that soon. Because we have to keep talking about this, guys. Anyway, yes, subservience was stupid, but I think he's talking about Megan Kelly, as in, what's that guy's name? Machine Gun Kelly, whatever. But didn't they get divorced, like, after they, like, drank each other's blood or whatever?
So it's never good when
I don't know, I
someone
can't keep up
jokers.
with
This
this
is a new thing. I didn't know Dasha did the Joker. Okay, I'm a big Dasha fan. I collect all her stuff. I follow all the Dasha fan accounts. I collect all the books, and we see all the Dasha films. Do we have that video that we've been dying to show
Yes,
of
but you have
Dasha?
to rent it on YouTube.
I'll rent it
But
right
I've
now.
got the
Send
link.
it over. Send it over.
It's in that note. Show the clip of Dasha.
Great.
Dot,
Okay,
dot,
so
dot.
I'm going to rent this right now. So I'm going to have to rent a movie. This is just the preview of it. I'm going to buy or rent. Wait till you see this. Dasha was in a movie. I'm going to rent HD for $7.99. And we've already rented this. You know, a lot of shows would go, I've already rented. I'm not going to buy it. Fine. You always buy. Pay now. Verify. I remember. I apologize. Enter the security code to your Visa. Cut to black. Hold on. I can't believe they're doing that. I don't like that code. People knowing that code. Hopefully no one could recognize what it was by the clicks. Bad behavior. Is that what the movie's called?
Yep.
Okay, I thought they were warning me. Because it says bad behavior, purchase complete. There you go, Jules. Do we have a time code for this?
No, but
Oh.
you should be able to scroll through and find
This
it.
is worth seeing. I got to show you because I don't think people know. Hold on, we're waiting for this video to load here. Would you like to start this rental? Yeah, start the fucking rental. They're so worried. You know, they're always so worried about all these complaints. Now, this was later in the film, right? This is a film called Bad Behavior, and Dasha starred in it. It's in English, right? Did I get to the scene just now? Is this it? This looks like it.
This is the one where they're being babies.
So this is towards
but it's
the
in
end,
the same
right?
room.
Yeah.
Danielle,
there's a
I'm
lot of
literally
it in the
being
same
kicked
room.
There's
off the chair.
Dasha sitting on a chair.
Honda's
up
like,
on the-
move over.
Yeah, hold on, guys. Trust me, it'll be worth it. The scene we're showing you, it'll
That's
be
so
worth
far,
it.
I
Yeah,
think.
okay. So even if you had to wait an hour, it'll be worth it for what I'm about to show you. So, Jules, if you know any better. Oh, yeah, this movie. This was a lot of fun. I love a movie that's based in a rehab facility, and you're watching people really work
It's too
through.
far. It's too far.
Yeah, so this movie was with Jennifer Connelly.
I love
can't
Jennifer
really
Connelly.
recommend this movie, but I can recommend
She's one of my
this
favorite,
scene.
like, people
And
to
I'm
watch.
saving you a lot of
I
trouble.
think it was that one that you were just in just before that.
Okay, let's see.
My eyes are
Could it
like,
be? So is that Dasha standing up back there? Oh,
Yes,
yes.
this is it.
This is it. This
guys,
is
if I
amazing.
can't see tomorrow,
Okay,
it'll
you're
be
going to
like
see
a
it,
thing.
and
I'll
I'll
be,
back
like,
it up a little bit.
upset.
It is so worth it. So they're in this rehab facility. Jennifer Connelly's there. What is their problem there? Alcoholics? What's the
I
problem?
kind of forget. Just bad behavior, I guess.
Okay, let's treat you. You're going to love this clip. Trust me on this. Nobody else is showing you this. It's not even on the Red Scare Reddit.
I
Here
don't
we
even
go.
know what this is. I didn't know Jennifer Connelly was in a new movie.
Here's Dasha. She's doing a little speech at rehab. There's Connelly.
What's gonna happen?
I'll tell you this, and I'm not commenting on that line. When Dasha's in a movie, she is playing the role of Dasha. It is no different. In fact, I don't even know if this is a movie. This could be some IRL stream. Watch what happens next.
Okay, we're gonna.
Bird by a chair. Boom!
Wait, I gotta see that one more time. Just
Wasn't
the
that
chair.
cool? And it really takes you, even though, why are there these like VHS scan lines in this film? Okay, so here she is. She goes. Very funny, huh?
No,
Don't you wish we had clips of everybody like that?
I just thought everyone needed to see that because I thought that was going to become like a meme after Why don't you shut the fuck up?
How is that not a Red Scare meme? Why don't you shut the fuck up? And then
So
they hit.
nobody's watching Dasha movies.
Like,
but me and
imagine
Mike?
on Twitter. Dasha's on Twitter all the time, and people are always telling her to shut the fuck up. Imagine a meme of her shut the fuck up, hit by the chair. Somebody make that meme, get it out there on Twitter
It's a
in the
good
Red
one.
Scare universe. I mean, she must be waiting for it. That means nobody saw her movie, not even her fans.
We
There should be-
watch every Dasha movie that comes out. Every single one.
They're really taxing. None of them have been good. Oh, well, there is one that was good. What was that one called?
Oh, the one with fuck.
It's okay.
The Beast.
That's okay.
Oh, Mike is so sweet. Like that's what I love about him and Jules too. Is like, you can tell like in the times when they're not talking about like super interesting stuff. He's like, that's okay. That's okay. Like he's very particular about a lot of things, but like quite often you can just feel like his authentically sweet self. Always big ups to Mike and Jules. I hope you guys are amazing. King Vibe, are you talking about my eyes because like my contacts? That's so rude. At first I thought, I mean, it's funny. I thought you were saying like because there were bots and it was like a Chinese stream, but you're like talking about my eyes. I did smoke pot too, which might have made my eyes. Well, actually, I'm not going to say anything. I will say this. Happy holidays. Also, I saw some interesting movies. So I was very athletic for a few days and very productive. And then for a few days, I chilled and I watched things and I talked to Danielle when she would speak to me. And she would know that I was live on my life. But I watched the movie. So that doesn't matter. Maybe it does. I'm going to say it anyway. I'm not trying to promote this movie. I watched it because it was a bit controversial. It's Blake Lively. It ends with us. As a person who's been through domestic violence, abuse, and like way worse, I was just kind of like, I don't know. There was all this stuff about it before. It was interesting. The guy's performance is good. I'm not a fan of Blake Lively. What else did I watch? John Benet Ramsey. We still don't know who done it. Sorry if that's a spoiler alert. Madness. I got into that. Oh, Elementary. That's like my new favorite show. It's an older show. Lucy Liu is my spirit animal on my life. She's so like amazing. And also Danielle, do you know in the first season when they're like bending down and doing the lunges, 100, that's how she used to stay up in medical school. I do those every morning now. Elementary is a great show. Madness, I don't know about it yet. I mean, it's just very like stereotypical for me. It's like number one on Netflix now, blah blah blah. So it's like you're being like pushed to watch it, and like you watch it, and it's like very like, in my opinion, like I don't know, a lot of the race card stuff, and like I mean, it's awful and stuff like this actually happens. Straight up. But it's like, why are we making shows about this and not actually doing anything about this? Because it took a lot of money to make this show. And that amount of money could have done something that would have like created a policy that would have, I don't know. You get it. Elementary, yes. Danielle turned me onto the show. It's so good. It's like my happy place now. It's so good. Lucy Liu is genius. Also, if you guys have not seen Why Women Hate Men, I think it's called, she directed it and she's in it. It's also with Ginny Goodwin and someone else. Why Women Hate Men. I believe that's the title. But she produced it, directed it, and she's in it. It's like one of it's one of like my favorite, I think it's a show. Could be a movie. It's one of my favorite like things that I've watched. Tell Dasha I'm the one that likes her. Oh, Dasha. I don't even know who that is. We can organize a bike ride. No, Ashley, I'm kind of not watching. That's cool. Yeah, it's late. Okay, cool, guys. Oh, I thought you were saying, because, like, I guess I literally might have pink eye. Like, I haven't been in the sun, but, like, my right eye is, like, not opening completely. I'm going to a doctor tomorrow. But I thought you were making fun of me, like, I look like I have Chinese eyes, because you were like, which I didn't want to comment on because that would be racist. Imagine if the show paid for Solutions Dog. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, I was thinking like what I put is like antimicrobial. Good luck with that. But I'm looking for Neosporin, but I have like these drawers. Does anybody else have drawers of like I know it's in there somewhere. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching always. I hope you have an amazing night. www.redbarradio.net. I feel like I have that sexy raspy thing going. But then the clearing my throat part makes it like not sexy. Also my Patreon is Ashley Cummings. Patreon.com/Ashley Cummings. Selflessly promoting myself. And I put my phone number, which is like Zelle or PayPal. And I appreciate everything anything that you guys can ever send. That's really cool. I hope that you guys have an amazing, I'm sure I'll be on before Christmas. I hope you have an amazing holiday season. I hope that you have cool people around you. I hope that miracles happen, because if you allow for the miracles, they happen. Also, a bunch of other stuff, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Okay, good night. And have a better tomorrow. I forgot what that's from, but it's classic. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. I think it's old school SNL, King Vibe.